Hey, this is Corey Knight, the guy who keeps dart frogs as class pets with Classroom Tech Made Simple. And before we move on, I just wanted to share, from this point on, I've updated my screencast software, so you may actually see a little bit different annotations that I'm going to use in my screencast. I'm in the process of going back through old videos and updating them with the new software. So just be patient as I go through these videos and update them. Okay, so today I'm excited to share with you the Google Apps for Education. Google has come a long way in the past few years in developing apps that rival some of the apps that Microsoft and Apple have created. On the screen, you're going to see a list of the Google Apps for Education, and you may be familiar with some of them. Gmail is the #1 email service provider in the world. So all these other apps you can use with that same Gmail account, or if your students have a school-provided Gmail account, they can sign into all of these apps using that same account. And all of those items will be saved on Drive automatically. So the Google Apps are some of my favorite that I use in the classroom. A lot of my colleagues do the same thing. They use them for just about everything in their classroom. Okay, so the Google Apps can be accessed from any desktop, laptop, a tablet, or even a mobile device, which makes the transition between formats clean and simple. Teaching at a school that has had iPads for the last 5 years, when we first received iPads, it was always difficult if students were trying to print off a paper using Pages, going from an Apple product to a PC. That transition wasn't always simple. But if you're going to use the Google Apps, that transition is so clean and simple that it almost makes all the other formats obsolete. You as an educator can use Google Classroom as a learning management system to post assignments, collect work, and communicate with your students. I have created this chart to show you the Google Apps and their potential use in comparison with the Microsoft equivalent with the Apple equivalent. So if you want to use this, go ahead and feel free. I found that when I started with the Google Apps, I seemed to get some of them confused. Google Sheets is used for creating spreadsheets. The Microsoft equivalent is Excel, and the Apple equivalent is Numbers. Google Docs is used to create Word documents. Google Slides is used to create presentations. Google Drive is where all of your documents, presentations, and spreadsheets are saved automatically. And Google Classroom is a learning management system where you can post your assignments, collect work, and communicate with your students. Microsoft and Apple have not come out with the equivalent of Google Classroom at this point, so Google kind of stands by themselves in that category. With all of these tutorials, we like to incorporate Webb's depth of knowledge. So with the Google Apps, it just depends on what task you assign your students to determine which level it will fall on Webb's depth of knowledge scale. If you haven't already downloaded the Webb's depth of knowledge cheat sheet, please do so and visit our website at classroomtechmadesimple.com. Okay, so the outcome from this tutorial. You're going to learn the basics of the student and teacher function of the Google Apps for Education. You're going to learn how students can collaborate on projects together using Google Apps for Education. Simply put, students can edit the same document from different devices at the same time. And you can track the work that each student does and hold them accountable, so not one student is going to do all the work while everyone else gets the credit. You're going to learn to apply the 5 main Google Apps. Google Classroom, which is that learning management system that we talked about previously. Google Drive, which is the storage for all of your documents, presentations, and PDFs, or whatever you create. Google Docs for creating Word documents. Google Slides for creating presentations, and Google Sheets for creating spreadsheets. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with this.